All right, folks, part two. Let's see about the boys and their partners. Now, we know that Niall would like to, you know, get married and have children with his partner. So, I'm not going to read for Niall. Zayn doesn't have a partner, and Louis is with Zara, and Harry, is he still with Zoe? So that's who I have in my mind is Zoe and Zara, two Z's, right? Um, are the boys gonna fall asleep on them? I don't know, but let's find out. I guess I'll begin with Harry. How does Harry? Is Harry? Oh, what was the question? Happy in his relationship? Are they happy with their partners? Okay. Is Harry happy in his relationship with Zoe? Is Harry? Let's see. Well, there's the relationship, and it seems like he'd like to take a break from it, take a rest from his relationship. But he does enjoy the bedroom escapades. He likes the SX, but he may just be taking a rest and a break because he's on tour, right? So maybe he's enjoying the break from his relationship. He could be getting lucky, though. Let's see. Let's pull two more. Okay, social engagement. So he enjoys that as well. And obstacles. So, all right. So there's obstacles in the relationship. So obstacles don't necessarily mean you're unhappy. It just means that things aren't easy peasy. What I'm going to say is he'd like to take a break. It seems like there's some obstacles concerning, well, this could also mean addictions, all right, as well. And it could be surrounding, someone's addictions. Anyhow, let's get into this where there's like just unhealthy patterns of behavior here. Anyhow, it's challenging for social engagements, and that could mean, the red carpet. It could mean going out with friends or whatever. I don't know. Luck is on his side, though, so whatever. It seems like they are happy, but there also could be a desire to be single since we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Hearts, which both indicate independence and wanting to break free. Seven of Hearts is a lot of other opportunities out there. So it's kind of like things are up in the air right now. Anyhow, so is he really happy? Not. That's too hard to answer. Is he happy in the relationship? I don't know. Because you could be happy and still desire to be somewhere else, and that may be problematic, is what I'm saying. There may be issues, and it could be, I don't know if he's a cheater, pumpkin eater, or whatever. Could be. She could be too. I'm just saying, whether he's happy or not, he still wants to take a break from the relationship because it gets very challenging. It feels like the break of the tour is good for him because I don't know. She can't be on tour with him. Like, she's probably filming and working herself. Now let's just peek into Louis' Z, Zara. How is Louis? I wonder why she's on tour with him. Like, why don't you have enough things going on in your life that you can't just take off and be. I mean, that to me seems more like an insecurity than anything. But then again, the relationship's still kind of new. It's not like brand new, but it's not, real. It hasn't sustained too much time. Let's see. But going over the road with someone could make or break a relationship. They say if you really want to get to know someone, go on vacation, right? Now, this isn't really vacation, but they are traveling together and buses and tours and, not that fun. It's not that fun, You're in close quarters. You can't get away from one another, blah, 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 blah. So let's see. How does Louis feel about his relationship with Zara? Is he comfortable, happy in the relationship that he has with Zara? I hate that word happy. So let's see. Success. He feels good about it, and that's the 10 of hearts. So let's see. And stability. So he feels good, but is this success speaking about success as like work success? But we're asking, and okay, see, they have conflict within the relationship as well. And there could be conflict concerning finances and money obligations and things of that nature. He may feel that good in this relationship, like exceptionally good at this point, but I still remember reading about the breakup is to come in this between like spring and summer of this year. So we'll see. Now he's anchored in, but there is conflict within the relationship, and it could be about it could be finances or family, material things. What's another question I want to ask? How does he feel about having her on tour with him? What's the purpose of that? Is it because he, I think when he started the tour, it was like the month of doom and gloom for him as far as his mother's passing and possibly his sister. I'm not sure of that, but he may have needed a little extra support through that. So that's good that she did go, but like, how does he feel about how's it going on tour with Zara there every day? Delays. She holds things up. He's getting it in. But again, another 5 of Pentacles, 10 Pentacles combined could be family and finances as far as the obstacles. But she holds him up because he has to cater to her. And she just may be like slow because she's got to put on her face and her hair and tame the mane and, have the right outfit. The influencer lifestyle. I don't know if she's an influencer, but you know what I'm saying. So there's conflicts, but they are taking their sweet ass time finding a solution to the problem. So will they? All right, this one wants to jump. Okay, so I feel like the solution is to take a break. So things aren't going as smoothly or as planned. It started out great though. It started out great. Felt good about the relationship. Felt not so much weighed down, but like a weight had been lifted. And then but there's obstacles, delays, conflict, and delays in finding a solution, and he doesn't do well with conflict, so he wants a break. 12, 14, 19 Pentacles. that's the sun. So what's being shined a light on is it's finances or baby, because sun energy is life energy. Maybe she's pressing that like maybe she would like a child. Do you know what I mean? The ring, the wife, the child. She may have. How does Zara feel about Louis' relationship with his son's mother? How does Zara feel about Louis' relationship with his son's mother? Let's see. Well, there she is, Queen of Hearts, the friend, the mother, brings stability. She may think that Louis still loves her. And okay, and here's the obstacles again. Okay, so I would say that since there's obstacles, like she does feel that, Louis once loved her. They are good co parents. He provides stability for her. She may even view that like she, the one that got away in Zara's mind, she may feel that she's in competition or something with her. But we have the obstacle. So, why is there an obstacle? Because maybe when Louis not working, she would like his undivided attention, but you can't have that. Or she feels that this is just a challenge for her. Opportunity. Okay. She feels like, okay, like baby mama is an opportunist. This is Zara's mind, right? And again, success, opportunity for success. So I feel that, wow, we have marriage here. Okay, so she feels that there's an obstacle because of, she feels that the child's mother is an opportunist and gets in the way of, Louis' monies. She don't dislike the woman, but she doesn't like her either. She just feels that she's a challenge to overcome, but she kind of is like, I don't know. She's not a mom, so she doesn't understand that, like, when the mother's saying, hey, I need this much money for, the school. I'm sure that the child isn't just thrown out there into public school. So they pay, school, clothes, uniform, just the basic needs at the level that Louis brought him into the world in, right? So whatever. She has some issues with the mom feeling that she's just like there for like as an opportunist. Does Zara want to have a child with Louis? See, sometimes like she may be projecting that her own opportunistic ways onto the mother of the child. Pay attention, Louis. Pay attention before you succumb to having another child with somebody that, maybe is an opportunist. But we'll see. I don't know this girl from a can of paint. She could be the sweetest thing since sliced bread. I don't know. Let's see. I forgot the question. Oh, does Zara desire to have a child with Louis? The opportunity. Okay, let's see. Satisfaction, a sunflower. I'm going to say yes, just because of the nature of this card. it would be very satisfying for her to have the opportunity. She may just want the opportunity, like, make me your wife, let's try to have a baby. But maybe Louis, like, not like, he's happy in the relationship, but not to the point of wanting to have, like, because he already has a child and he knows how that goes. And co-parenting is, fine for one, but maybe he doesn't want to have to co-parent with two. Maybe it's not, maybe he's just not willing to go there again. No, he's protector, right? Like, I don't think Louis wants to have a child with her. But she desires for him to be her protector. And sun energy is, it's energy, life force. And she would be no satisfied if she had the opportunity to become the mother of his child. Okay. Are Zara and Louis going to be together over the next 6 months? Is there a breakup over the next 6 months or not? Let's just see what the cards say concerning a breakup over the next 6 months. Official things and loss. So the official thing is the relationship. Let's hope that police don't have to be called. And I feel that there's going to be a breakup. Yes, and restriction. Hopefully nobody goes to jail over this, but it's just saying, it's saying breakup. And again, with the 9 hearts being a single energy, right? Content and comfortable on your own, and still searching for the 10th cup. But official things and loss, so, and restrictions. So if somebody pushes a little bit too hard to the marriage card, or the family thing, so I feel that there will be a breakup in the next 6 months. It's kind of, I still feel the same, that it's going to come between now and summer. And when I did that reading, I had no idea that there would be a tour going on, or that she would be going on tour with him. That is real hard. When you're on a bus, ew. Like, the bus bathroom's not comfortable. I don't care how big your bus is. I don't care how fancy it is. I don't care. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable sleeping. You can't really get away from the person, and you get to smell all of the things, like all of the things. Yuck. You get to know somebody on a very personal level. So good luck with that. Louis and Zara. I mean, I'm just in my mind. Are they even on a bus, or are they flying to each destination? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Let's see. What should we ask? We should ask some more questions about Harry and Zoe. Does Harry desire to have a family with Zoe Kravitz? Does Harry Styles desire to have a family with Zoe Kravitz? I hope y'all can hear me. I'm getting as close to this mic as I possibly can. Oh, let's see. The stranger, the advisor, oh, and money. I don't think so. I think he's being, well, a stranger would be she's not the one, and somebody else, and but the advisor would be somebody in his life telling him to focus on work and your finances over, over having a family with her. We have luck is on his side. He'll have better luck and memories. So I think that the stranger is going to there's somebody else that he will be having a family with, okay? Um he'll have better luck with a stranger, and she's going to be a thing of the past. But the stranger is the one that is going to like help him through. It's almost like someone changes their mind, that new perspective in love, right? So there's something there where it's not, Zoe's not the one. But let's see, does Zoe desire to have a family with Harry Styles? Maybe become his wife or not? Does she just desire to have a family with Harry Styles? Okay. No. She's kind of like, no. But no, she doesn't desire to have a family. We have the social engagements and passion and the pragmatist. So, no, she does not desire to be anything more than, it's almost like she desires the sex and things like that. She likes the way things get heated up, but also, she likes her social life. It's almost like a social climbing thing for her. And the 8 of Hearts is about release, right? So she enjoys the SX and that release, but it's about walking away and letting go. So, it was a social thing. It's more social for her than it is this romantical, loving, nurturing, I want to be your wife, I want to have your babies type of energy. So, yeah, I don't think she desires that at all. Okay. Now, let's just move on to the music. Will any of the boys, because they're all going to be on tour, will any of them show up for the others' concert? And I don't care who's who. I just want to see if any of them are going to visit and show up for someone else, even though they're all on tour. We'll see. Will any of the boys show up for the others' concert this year? Well, there's the relationship. This could be an indication. Work relationship. It might be Louis, since he has his girl on the road with him. It might be Louis or somebody showing up to Louis, but I'm going to say that it feels more like Louis will show up for someone else's concert. And let's just see. Yeah, the protector. Okay, so I'm going to say someone is going to show up to one of the we'll find out which one it is, right? But it feels like it would be Louis. But there could be like a higher up that's saying, hey, it's a good look if you go to this concert as well. But it feels like Louis just because of the way that I read those cards. So that's what I have for the boys. Part 2 of the members' questions. Thank you so much for participating.